Hello again and welcome back. Today we will go a little more in depth on project type and project properties. Now, while we have covered them before in past videos, we will go a little more in depth for each and every one of them for this video. Now, as a recap, when it comes to choosing the right project type, there are two choices for the new Adobe Captivate. New project on the left, and then new simulation. Now, as a recap, new project is kind of like a blank canvas where you can make custom designed learning modules, quizzes, maybe something a little more complex, maybe perhaps that of training, simulations, or lectures, or what have you. Now, that said though, simulation would be more of a rigid step-by-step training. Now, an example of that we will show as a recap right here. As you can see here, and of course, that would be kind of more of a example of a training simulation that is step by step, where there's only really clicking involved. Now, getting back to what we're going to be doing is more of a new project type. And so, in short, a new blank project would be for custom control, whereas simulation is step-by-step instruction. Now, moving forward, we have, of course, project properties, which is located right here, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Now, as you can see here, you can adjust your project dimensions, which any way you feel like would be best for your learning modules. Now, of course, here's custom, and you can decide how you like the width and height to be. Now, by default, it is set to proportional, and you can do fixed as well too. Even maybe we can play around with it a bit if we can. As you can see, the difference changes. Now, for the most part, this would be the default dimensions for your project type. Now, of course, there would be changing and editing your theme right here. And of course, you can go for dark, for example. You can import other themes too, if you have any, on your computer. And of course, you have edit theme, where you have a whole bunch of options at your disposal. You can even choose color palette, font palette, image, or even a slide background, or even your UI components. Now, in the meantime, though, if, let's say, you want your learners to be able to see your content, it'd probably recommend to do dark mode. So we will choose that. Now, of course, you would need to make your text, in this case, a little more on the white side. Of course, that could be done at another time. And of course, there would be a flow title across slides, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, just to do a little heads up, for the next lesson, we will cover, of course, a little more in depth on dimensions and themes. And I will, of course, touch up on TOC and play bar briefly. And so as you see here, this is how your lessons would show up. And if you like to switch them around, you can do so with the arrow or with your mouse. And of course, that would be it. In the meantime, I will see you next time. Have a good one.